YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday, September 28th. We have 2 days left of the regular season in baseball, and only a couple games even matter right now. Because if we look at yesterday, we look at the standings, and we can see the AL is all set. All the teams have been eliminated. Minnesota is the last victim here. Detroit, Casey both clinch wildcard spots, and so they're done. On the NL side, we still have Arizona, Atlanta, and New York fighting for this last wild card, these last two wildcard spots. Currently, they're all basically tied. So, yeah, fun. So we got Atlanta and New York's doing a doubleheader on Monday, and we got the games. So we'll see what happens. So we have 15 games today, per usual on a Saturday. Looking at the schedule, we can see what's going on. We got a lot of undecideds. We got some stars like Mr. Schemes and whatnot are pitching. So we're going to go through the games just like yesterday and basically all this week. If the game doesn't have any influence on the playoffs at all, I'm probably not going to touch it. I want games that matter. So, but props will be back for the playoffs. We'll go deeper when the playoffs start Tuesday. But until then, we're going to be kind of chill and just be conservative. So let's go ahead and jump to that first game right now. All right, starting off with Cincy and Chicago. This game has zero implication on the playoffs, so I do not care about this one, but I'll show it because I know you probably care. So we can see what Cincy's been doing. They're on vacation. They are checked out. Look at these offensive numbers. Ugh. So now let's see who's actually going to be pitching today. Who's throwing the baseballs? It's going to be Rhett Lauder and Kyle Hendricks. I'll show you the pitchers, show them off a little bit, see what you like about them. Pretty decent numbers. Not bad, except for this game. I mean, that's average, but still, this dude's been actually pretty good. Okay. And then Hendricks for Chicago. You can see what he's been up to. Yeah, this game is absolutely terrible to me. So I'll give you one more look at the numbers real quick. And and don't forget the odds. Let's look at some odds. Looks like it's basically a pick 'em. Chicago slightly with a 6.5 total. Jeez, so low. Yeah, I can't do that. So you have fun with that. Here's your numbers. And next. All right, next up we got Chicago and Detroit. Now remember, Detroit popped bottles last night. It was wild. It was all over the news and everything. So they had a good time. Of course, they clinched on a collision catch. It was hilarious. But still, they won, pop bottles like crazy. So we will. One thing I do want to look at is we're going to pop back over to the standings. Does Detroit have any wiggle room, or are they just kind of stuck where they are? They're up one game on Casey, who's playing Atlanta, who's trying. So I do not know what the tiebreaker is for them. I'm not going to go that far into looking at it. They're a wild card, so I don't know if they're going to be trying really too hard to move up. But they're playing the White Sox. I mean, how hard could it be? So 121 losses. So there you go. 1-6 in a row. I mean, they should probably still win the next two games. It's the White Sox. Come on. So let's look at the odds today. We have barely anything. We don't have no totals, no nothing. So 238 for Detroit. Okay, who's pitching? Why are the numbers like that? Who is pitching today? It is Sean Burke and Mr. Undecided. Man, undecided. That dude pitches a lot. So Sean Burke, 1.93 ERA, a reliever. Yeah, this is a garbage pitching game too. Ooh, okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit rested some players today and tomorrow just to get ready for the playoffs. So a lot of teams should be doing that at least tomorrow. I can see them taking off tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to take Detroit, probably there may be, yeah. So there you go. Next up, Philly and Washington, and Philly just didn't care yesterday. It's clear as day. They had a hangover from the champagne. Or whatever, it's just been lingering. It's there. You lose 9-1 to Washington, who's had zero offense for the past week. Yeah, you just don't care. You're good with a 2 seed. You're like, we're good. Who cares? We're in. We're locked. We're ready. So, yeah, I'm not touching this game. This one has some potential to do something. I don't trust Philly. They look like they don't care. So, look at the pitchers. Go away, Sean Burke. You're not done. Okay, we got Zach Wheeler going up against Mackenzie Gore. You care about this? You can see Wheeler has been pretty good. Cannot complain. And Gore has been, pretty good. Last 5-6 starts have been pretty good. So, okay, both pitchers doing pretty good. Both offenses doing as you see. And let's look at some odds real quick. And we see some, where's it at? There it is. 215 for Philly with a 7.5. So if you want to play those, have fun. There you go. That's it. Next, we got Pittsburgh and the Yankees. This is important to some because they just want to see Paul Skeens, let's be honest, because I think he's the one pitching today. Let's look at the odds first. We can see Pittsburgh, nope, New York is 130. Let's look over at the pitchers. I'm almost positive it's Paul Skeens pitching. I think I saw that. Yeah, Paul Skeens versus Louisville. So obviously last game for him. We'll see if he shows out. Last game, last appearance of the season. Your season is over, my friend. And we see you are probably going to go 5 innings, just what you normally do. So, okay. If you care about that, cool. We look at the numbers. I mean, there you go. And just because since it is Skeens, let's pop over and do a little. Let's do the Yankees. Let's sort for like strikeouts. I know people might want to look at a strikeout prop. So it's 6.5. Most popular prop all season, I think. You can see we did all year. He's been crushing all year. 6.5 is that number. Let's see. You probably want to see the history for that because I got you. No worries. Yankees versus righties. They love them some righties, do they not? That's a lot of green. But I mean, how much are they actually trying right now is the question. So, so if you want to take Skeens, you can get it at 138. It should be 138. The books are giving 115 at FanDuel. So yeah, that's probably a nice little bet. You know what? What the hell? I'll take it. Skeens. I'm going to ride with the Paul Skeens train. Last game of the season, can't hold nothing back. Skeens over 6.5 Ks. Yep, let's rock with it. Because another key stat is that New York is striking out a shit ton recently. So, good stuff. Yeah, we'll take Paul Skeens in this one. Why not? We'll do that next. We got Miami and Toronto. Miami's offense is #1 in runs recently and batting average. Like, what the hell? Miami's trying so hard right now. Toronto is just there, and they're doing pretty good too. So it was 15-5 last time out. What the hell? Let's see who's pitching. Let's see. There's going to be Xavier Curry and Yuri Rodriguez. All right. Curry, what have you been up to? Curry is a reliever, so this is a bullpen game for Miami, and Rodriguez has been, this month has been pretty good. The end of last month was not good, but this one's been pretty decent, so I don't care about this one, clearly, obviously, so let's show some odds, because some of you do. 165 Toronto with an 8.5 total. There's no props I'm going to look at in this one. Let me show you the numbers again. There's your numbers. Maybe take the over, maybe? I don't know. That's what I would lean. I would lean over in this one, but I don't care. Next. Tampa Bay, Boston, just like the last game, both teams got eliminated literally this week. So both teams' motivation are just through the floor. They just don't care. You can tell. So let's look at who's pitching. Just because someone's got to pitch. They got to go through the motions. They got to finish the season strong. Shane Baz and Cutter Crawford. Yep, you can see what Baz has been up to. Pretty decent, good numbers. And Cutter. This is what Cutter's been doing. Yep, there you go. Cutter's been getting out some runs. And we go back to the odds. Let's see who's favored. It looks like it is Boston slightly with a 7.5. Okay. Numbers. Offense has been terrible on both ends. Boston's been a little bit better with the batting average, but yeah, it doesn't matter to me. So, yeah, that's it for that one. Next. Houston, Cleveland. Both teams are in the playoffs securely. I do not believe they can move their positions. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure. They both won they won the West, they won the Central. Yankees at 93, they're at 92. I guess Cleveland technically could somehow still maybe get the 1 seed. I don't know what the tiebreaker with New York is, so Houston has nothing to play for. They're stuck. They're the 3 seed. So they're the last division winner. So their spot's locked. I don't see. I mean, yeah, if Cleveland goes 2-0 and Yankees lose one, yeah, they'll take it. But I can't see it. So let's look at the numbers. Yeah. And we'll see who's going to be pitching in this one. Pitchers are for Houston is Verlander versus Ben Lively. Verlander has been not his last start. Well, hell, he just hasn't been good this month. Terrible, and okay. And it's not like you've been facing beasts either. You just have not been great last, bro. Like, not good. Oh, Lively. And Lively's been great. Look at Lively's 3 stars. Just great numbers. I mean, terrible here. I mean, that's terrible. And then, yeah. Okay. Not the best game, let's be honest. Let's look at the odds, see who's favored. It is basically a pick 'em with an 8 total. Yeah, pretty much figured that. And you see the numbers. There you go. Next. KC and Atlanta. This is the fun one. This is the one I will be playing because KC absolutely popped bottles last night, even after they lost to Atlanta, because the Twins lost, which means they were eliminated, which means KC locked the Wild card. So now Atlanta gets to face KC, who just coming off popping bottles. And now I'm taking Atlanta money line. I don't even give a damn who's pitching. Atlanta's still trying hard. They won 4 in a row. This is a team that's trying. It's clear as day they're trying. So, yeah, KC actively fell backwards into the playoffs. That's all this is. So bad. Atlanta for sure on the money line. Let's see who's actually pitching in this game, though. I don't care if KC can move their position. You're facing Atlanta, who has not clinched yet, so they're trying. Get rid of these 2 pitchers. Let me get Lugo and Lopez is pitching. Ooh, okay. Lugo has been he's been there. He's been up and down. And then Lopez, ooh, we'll start the game. Okay. Yeah. You've been out for 18 days. That was the last time you pitched. You pitched 1 inning. So I mean, yeah, come on in, do your job. Lock it up. So yeah, I'm taking Atlanta money line. Just don't be a crazy spread. Don't be crazy. Let's see how much it is. Oh, 150 Atlanta. Not bad. I can deal with that. And 7.5. Okay, with these numbers and this pitching, yeah, Atlanta money line all day in this one. They gotta get the wins. They gotta keep New York in. They want to have the wins now before they face New York on Monday. So yeah, so we'll take an Atlanta money line next. Next we got Dodgers and Colorado. Dodgers offense has been on fire and fuego. Let's look at let's see. Well, first look at the odds since we're here. Dodgers 260 with a total of 11. Let's see. Can the Dodgers move their playoff positioning at all? That's what I want to know. We come down here. We see that they are 96 wins. Milwaukee can't touch them. Philly can't. I think LA's locked up the 1 seed. Well, I guess if they win 2 and they lose the last 2, they could tie. And I don't know what the tiebreaker is. So, yeah. I'm not gonna. That's not enough for me to take because they're at worst they're guaranteed a tie for the 1 seed at worst because I don't know what the tiebreaker is. So let's see who's pitching. Let's get rid of these 2 pitchers. We want it's Yamamoto versus Senteze. Well, last time I talked about you showed me wrong against Arizona. So you played decently against the Dodgers last time, but they're facing you again. That's not good the second time around. We know this. Second time around, the batters have a slight advantage. They've seen the pitches. They've seen the movement. They've seen how it comes out the hand. Oh, Yamamoto. What did you do last time? Colorado got to you a little bit. And, okay. So for me, based on these numbers, Colorado's offense is actually pretty good too. Senteze is actually looking pretty decent. We are going to pass on that one and move on to the next one. Next, we got Mets in Milwaukee. Mets have lost 2 games in a row to Milwaukee because the Mets offense has fallen off a cliff. They're just 26. Yeah, they did decent last game, but that trend line is not the best looking line until Milwaukee of all teams. Milwaukee wasn't even trying last week. So, all right. Let's who's pitching. See who's going out there. Get rid of you 2. We have what is the Mets? That's going to be Quintana and Jared Cohen. I can't say that word. I don't know what it is. But Quintana has been just nasty. Look at this. Look at his last 5 starts. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. And it's good starts. Damn. This is the most impressive 5 outings in a row I've seen all season from anyone. Wow. What have you done? Have you been bad? I know you're a reliever. Okay. So the Mets should win this one. I'm going to take the Mets. Yeah, because of how playoff implications, the implications, of course. The Mets, we're going to take them because of the pitching, because of the going on the playoffs, because Milwaukee's rocking a bullpen game. I mean, all that adds up. So, and let's look at the odds just because we want to look at them. It's going to be 120 Milwaukee, so I get Mets plus money. I'll take it. I don't care. 8 is your total. There we go. Like it. Move on. Next. Baltimore and Minnesota. Minnesota was eliminated last night, and I don't know how high the motivation level today is going to be. So, and Baltimore's offense is actually ramping up pretty well for the playoffs, so they're doing good. Let's see who's pitching. For this one, not you, you're gone. This is going to be an undecided versus Zebby. Zebby's going out there for Minnesota. You can see his numbers. Zebby's been pretty decent. Can't complain except for this one game. That game was terrible. But most of the games pretty decent. Let's look at the odds. Odds have... all we have is this. We literally don't have many odds at all. It's basically pick 'em. Don't have any totals yet because we don't have a pitcher yet. So it would go back to the numbers. You can see the numbers, take what you want. I am not touching this game. I'm passing. Next. All right, next up we got Texas and the Angels, a game that means absolutely nothing to nobody except maybe the fans. Nothing proceeding or nothing like that because both teams have been eliminated for a hot minute. So let's look at the pictures. We can see is going to be Haney versus Canning. And I will show that for you degenerates that want to bet this game because you're out there. I know. Yeah, I'm looking at you. That's right. Haney has been he's been average. He was good for a bit, then he was average. So Canning going out there. Yep. Minnesota got him like, oof, that's terrible. So there's that. Let's look at the odds. Is going to be down here. Yes. Yeah, there it is. It's Rangers 142 with an 8.5 total. Okay. One last look at the numbers. You can see the numbers. This is what they mean. Have fun. Pass. Next. A series actually has something that matters. San Diego, Arizona. Arizona's lost one. San Diego they won 5-3. San Diego looks like they're still trying. Looks like they're actively trying to knock Arizona out the playoffs because why not? It's your divisional rival. Might as well, right? So let's look at the odds. See what we got going on this one. San Diego is not on my list. Where the hell is San Diego? Blind? Yeah, I don't have anything for San Diego. Why? What? Oh, that's why. You come over here to the numbers and you see we ain't got nothing listed for pitching. Not even like it's not even a like undecided. It's just double blank. So we have no pitchers at all, which means I have no props at all. That's cool. That's a first. I haven't seen that in a minute. So, anyways, well, we don't know who's pitching. So we have numbers. You can see numbers whenever the odds do come out, because eventually they will. But at the point in time I'm making this video at 8:30 in the morning Eastern on a Saturday morning, they ain't out. So there you go. I was kind of wanting, I gotta see pictures, but yeah, this game matters. But I have to pass. Next. All right, Oakland, Seattle. Game that matters absolutely nobody but the fans again. So you can see the numbers. Oakland's offense is terrible. Seattle's been doing decent with the runs. There you go. Let's see who's going to be throwing the ball to them. That is going to be Joey Estes versus undecided. Another undecided. So, but we'll show S's numbers. There he has been not great his last two outings. We don't know Seattle. Let's look at the odds. Do we have odds? You can't see it, but they're there. It is nope. It's Seattle 160 and over under 7. So yeah, disgusting overall. So, but here's the matchup. Here you go. If you want to play it, I'm not. I'm passing. Next. And we finish up with a final game of only matters to the fans because both teams have been eliminated. So there's your numbers. Let's look over at the odds. Where was that? It was way up here. Well, I don't know how this ended up down here, but whatever. We have San Fran 158 with a total of 7. Let's look and see who's throwing the ball to him. Get rid of my pictures here. Clean it up. Way up here. Palante versus Blake Snell. Okay, they finish off with some Blake Snell. That's cool. So you can see what Palante's been up to. Pretty decent. Not great, but yeah. Most of the games are just decent except for this one game. And then Blake Snell, you can see, has just been amazing, like usual. Per the usual, that's what he does. Yeah, I'm not taking anything. This one, yeah, no, nope. Have fun with it. That's the end. All right, that's it. I went through all 15 games. I'm surprised I found 3 plays. So, hey, if you're watching, if you click to the end for one just to say, oh, maybe you put out all 3 plays, I'm going to do it today for fun. I'm putting out Mets and Braves to win because they both have something to play for. And then we're going to take Paul Skeens over 6.5 strikeouts. Why not? Let's have some fun with it. So I have 3 plays. I'm not going to parlay the money lines. I'm just going to take both of them straight because the Mets are underdogs. So just 3 plays today. We're going to rock with those 3. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow's the last regular season. Then we'll have a day off and then bam, playoffs are here. Everyone's trying again. Everything matters. We can do props, batter props. It's all coming back. I'm excited. So I appreciate you being here. It's been a long ass season, has it not? Other than that, drop in the comments if you're playing something because hell, I might tail it if it's there. So other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. More baseball. Peace.